Soft Science, Part 1.
This wasn't my idea. I was convinced, coerced into doing this by this guy, Sniffy. He wanted me to tell you how part of your brain works in controlling movement, how it can go wrong in a condition called Parkinson's, and how science can fix it. You see, Sniffy's an actor, and he's going to be playing the role of a group of nerve cells situated deep inside your brain called the thalamus. And the thalamus, when active, speaks to the motor part of your brain to help control movement. So when Sniffy is moving, you are moving. But there's another group of nerve cells called the output nuclei of the basal ganglia that are going to be played by Mr. Elephant here, that when they are active, thalamus is inactive. And when the thalamus doesn't fire, you can't move. You see, this is controlled by two pathways in health. A direct pathway, played by Croc1, that releases the inhibition of the output nuclei, thus allowing the thalamus to be active. And when the thalamus is active, you can move. But there's another indirect pathway played by his twin, Croc2, which increases the inhibition. And when the inhibition is increased, the thalamus isn't active and you can't move. In health, these two systems occur in equilibrium, but in a condition called Parkinson's disease, a group of nerve cells far off in the brain called dopamine-producing nerve cells, they die out. And without dopamine, the direct pathway becomes weak, leaving the indirect pathway to increase the inhibition on the thalamus. And this is the basic problem in Parkinson's. Too much inhibition and you can't move. But science has come up with deep brain stimulation, where a neurosurgeon can introduce an electrode, which is a fine metal wire, deep inside your brain, and it effectively removes the effect of the indirect pathway, giving little Sniffy, or the thalamus, chance to escape from the inhibition of the output nuclei, and you can move again. And this is how science has helped people with Parkinson's who can barely move, stand up, and walk away.